Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Elite Redux. This is our Elite playthrough, and today we have ourselves a very fun episode because it's been a little while, but we have ourselves a gym. And you know what I have done? I have made myself a nice rain team that will likely fall apart in seconds in this gym. I'm sure that this is the very common approach, but regardless, I have made myself a rain team so that we can get at least a good test run going, and I've put some Pokemon that I just kind of want to use together, and a Wobbuffet because, you know, we got the why not literally from the egg just at the end of last episode, and it's interesting, so I want to add it to the team. I don't know if it's there as like an indicator that it's like, hey, this is very strong against this gym, it's closely positioned, or if it's just like a reference to, you know, base game Emerald with it still being a why not, but regardless, we have ourselves the Water/Rain cast form, who hopefully is going to make this gym a nice, smooth, easy experience. We will see. I'm still going to do exactly what I did with the previous gyms, and I'm going to try and defeat the gym leader straight away with all of the buffs intact on the hardest difficulty, because for me, that's fun. So, max speed cast form, we are running Ice Beam, which I can't see myself needing, but it's there for coverage because water and ice pair nicely. Rain Dance, which is the important thing. Weather Ball, which is going to get boosted in the rain, obviously, if we can keep the rain up. I'm imagining that she's going to be running a Sun team. Crazy idea, I know, but I think she's probably going to be running a Sun team. I'm expecting super duper Torkoal Omega version. I'm expecting, if I don't go ahead and defeat one trainer in the gym, she's going to have an ally who's Zinnia with a Mega Rayquaza that's going to blast me to pieces. I'm just expecting this kind of stuff, so we'll see how it goes. And then Thunderbolt again, just for coverage. My main aim with cast form is literally to set up Rain Dance. That's it. That's all I want from it, because our strength is in the rest of our team. We still have Kyosea on the team, because Kyosea I think is going to be very good. Water type, Flying type, Power Herb, Multiscale, Supreme Overlord. Overall, I just feel like this Pokemon is a nice consistent Pokemon. Also, just water types in general are kind of what I'm bringing. I'm expecting that there's going to be electric type coverage. Maybe it'll be a disaster, but we'll see. Into some of the new Pokemon, though. Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet is interesting in this game, because Wobbuffet has been buffed, I would say. We have the ability Soul Linker, so enemies take all the damage that they deal, which is very interesting. It means that we basically share HP. It's like Innards Out, but better. We also have Innards Out. So we have two ways of really, like, reflecting damage heavily with Wobbuffet. We also have Coward, but I don't think that's super worth it. It could be nice to go ahead and like get a heal off, because yes, this Wobbuffet can heal. We also have Magic Guard, but I feel like Soul Linker is what we're going to try, because that sounds the most interesting, and it's the most new. We have ourselves a nice ordinary EV spread. I don't know exactly what I want, because I don't know exactly what we're going to try and face with this Wobbuffet yet, so it's just going to be a nice mixed defense, high HP wall, with Destiny Bond, Rest, we are running Resto Chesto, Counter, and Mirror Coat. So obviously Counter and Mirror Coat will be fantastic, because we'll be able to reflect an absolute ton of damage. Destiny Bond, if we can get it off, is an extra KO. Plus with Soul Linker, plus with Innards Out, this thing is basically just guaranteed to at least remove one Pokemon, which is very nice. So we have ourselves that. We have Minior, who is here in case we can get Shell Smash shenanigans off. I'm interested in trying it, but I don't know if this is going to be fantastic or not. We have ourselves the Weak Armor with the Adamant Nature, Max Attack, Max Speed, basic Shell Smash set. Nothing super duper crazy. I do have a Stealth Rocker in the PC box as a backup in case this does seem promising. Because if we can get a Shell Smash off against a certain Pokemon, that is a viable path. Okay, this first attempt is going to be a lot of experimentation. I'm expecting this to be a full episode of fighting Flannery and a lot of learning, because for one thing, I'm not running the OP Pikachu anymore, which is going to be interesting, but we also have Basculegion, who I'm excited to use, because I haven't used this Pokemon very much, but I saw we had a Basculin, and I saw that Evolve button, and I clicked it, and I was like, ooh. So we have a Choice-Banded Basculegion with Violent Rush. I'm going to try this first as a strong revenge killer, because we don't have Espeon on the team, and we've seen how strong revenge killing can be, so I want to try this as a revenge killer. We have Violent Rush. We also have Rock Head, but we don't have Wave Crash as a move that we can learn, as far as I can tell. We also have Hyper Aggressive. Again, if there's a lot of Focus Sashes, Hyper Aggressive is what we're going to go with. We don't know if there's going to be a lot of Focus Sashes yet, so at the moment I'm going to run Violent Rush for the big speed boost and attack boost, and try this as a big fat revenge killer. We have Spectralize, we have Reckless, and we have Supreme Overlord, a lot like Kaiosea. The interesting thing here is our moveset. We have Flip Turn. So we can possibly come in, use our Violent Rush turn, KO something, get out, be able to set up Violent Rush again. We have Aqua Fang for a nice, strong Water-type move with a flinch chance if we outspeed. Overall, just a strong Water-type move. We have Jagged Fangs for rock coverage, which is also good against some fire types. Maybe there's like a fire-water type in there that Aqua Fang is neutral on. Jagged Fangs would be super effective. And we also have Ghost-type Retaliate, which is the part that really makes me want to try this as a revenge killer, because this seems super interesting. Because we have Spectralize giving our Ghost-type moves a boost and stab, Violent Rush boosted, Choice Band boosted, Supreme Overlord boosted, that also fits into the Ghost-type Retaliate, because if an ally will have just fainted, so we're going to get the Supreme Overlord attack boost. I could see this thing genuinely destroying. So I'm very excited to see how good this thing is as a revenge killer with Retaliate. We will see. We will see. I'm very excited to see that one, though. And then I also have a Kingdra. Kingdra is more of a placeholder right now. Again, I have other Pokemon in the box, but at the moment, this is a placeholder because I don't really know what I want last yet. I kind of want to see the team. I have this here mostly because it has Swift Swim, which sounds silly. And multi-scale. Multi-scale and Swift Swim. So we can take one hit pretty much guaranteed. We have Swift Swim, so we will be going fast. I have a Water Gem on this thing for a big, strong Water-type move, because I'm assuming Water is going to be good. It's probably not, but we'll see. But we are running a fast special attacker. The EV spread is just so we can get 1 extra point of HP, because the last little bit doesn't actually increase our speed. We have Snipe Shot, which is high crit and Mega Launcher boost. We have Dragon Rage, because we don't get Draco Meteor. If we could have had Draco Meteor, I would have put it there, but this isn't a move that we can have yet. I have Sludge Bomb for random coverage in case Flannery is running a Popcorn. It's the entire reason this is here, is just in case there's a Popcorn. And I have Hydro Pump in case Snipe Shot doesn't KO, but Hydro Pump does, because it is, at the end of the day, probably necessary to just go ahead and KO Pokemon. I don't want to take the risk of, you know, Snipe Shot being like a 50% chance to KO when Hydro Pump is an 80% accurate move. We may as well just go for Hydro Pump. So that's kind of what I'm rocking at the moment. I have backups. I'll go over them very, very slightly, just to get the point across that I have, you know, I have got some plans, because I'm expecting things to go badly. We have ourselves a couple of ideas in the back. Infernape, I think, could be very good, because it has priority to its punching moves with Iron Fist, along with Torrent Fist, and a move called Rapid River, which is a multi-hit move. Again, if there's a lot of sashes, could be a good idea. We also have Noivern. Noivern is kind of what I'm planning if, again, there's a lot of sashes, because it has Stealth Rock. I'm considering running this as a Stealth Rock setter. Has Rock and Ground type coverage in case Water types aren't doing so well, so we have a nice Rock type team alternative with Hyper Aggressive. Again, good for sashes and a lot of extra damage. We also have ourselves a Quagsire that I have planned, because Quagsire is kind of a god. Look at those base stats. 95s. Solid 95s. Obviously other than speed, but it's a Quagsire, so you don't expect speed. But solid 95s. And the move Muddy Water, which is ground and water type at the same time. And I'm curious to know if that makes it super effective, 4 times super effective on fire types. We also have a Lantern in the box who has Drizzle. We have a Pelipper with Drizzle. We have so many options, but for right now, I have yapped enough. It is time to go ahead and have our first attempt against Flannery. Why is there a cable car? Is this a shortcut to the gym leader? Honbawa Goshujin-sama Tihi Watashi wa Trolley-chan desu. I'm playing the wrong game, right? I launched the wrong game? Release Soboku no Warusunai Nikudasai. Let's do the gym. Let's do the gym and pretend that's not there. Okay, where are we going? We're going there. No trainers? Oh, the trainers are probably in, like, the little, pools that pop out. But we don't care about that. We don't care about that. We're going raw. We're going raw. Oh, I see you haven't been able to experience our hot moves. Brace yourself, then. We go raw. We go raw. Let's see some of these effects that are going to take place. Let's see if there is even a Sun team. Let's see if there is, Megas and Gigantamaxes. Walking Wake. Fog. Oh, fog. Drought. What? Fog and drought? No, those counteract each other. Some of your team members are affected by poison. Some of your team members are afflicted by burn. Special attack up, defense up. Okay. Fog implying the mist of the hot springs, right? Like a sauna. That's why the fog was there and then immediately replaced, I assume. But they did immediately set up the sun. We are looking at Walking Wake, Arcanine, which is part grass, so we might want to consider Kingdra for that, because it has Sludge Bomb. Entei. Casual Entei. Okay, sure. Charizard. Probably Mega Charizard. Unless it's Mega Entei. Could be both. I just saw the pink thing in the bottom right. I'll get to that. Ceruledge and Wigglytuff? Walking Wake, I understand, right? Quad resists water, because I have obviously brought a water-type team. Arcanine, I understand. Grass-type coverage, because I've obviously brought a water-type team. Wigglytuff? Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff because that team doesn't hit Dragon very well. Or doesn't deal with dragons well. Walking Wake is weak to Dragon. Grass Fire on Arcanine, which doesn't hit Dragon for even neutral. Entei is a Fire type, doesn't have Stab against Dragon. Charizard has Flying type moves, which are neutral against Dragon. Ceruledge has Ghost moves, which are neutral against Dragon. But there's nothing great against Dragon other than Walking Wake. Okay. Walking Wake. Holy, I just saw that special attack stat. That is a big number. Okay. Water Dragon typing, Assault Vested, 180 defense, 406 special attack. That special attack stat is nuts. That's scary. With a modest nature. 117 speed, so we do outspeed. We can set the rain up. That's good. That's good. Barring priority. Protosynthesis, Overwhelmed, hit fairies with dragon moves. And multi-scale. Okay. Which is still intact. I don't get to attack immediately when I come out and change form when he sets up the sun before the battle starts, I guess. Kind of annoying. That would have actually been really handy. You have Hydro Steam, Boiling Flame, Solar Beam, and Dragon Pulse. No priority. No priority. You have Hydro Steam, which is 579 to 690 HP. But my only aim here is to get a Rain Dance off. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get a Rain Dance off. This will activate Weather Ball, which will break the multi-scale, which is really good. And we will have the rain up for the rest of time. The boost runs out, Weather Ball goes. So it no longer has its crazy special attack, right? Hydro Steam. Resisted now. We actually live. Oh my god. Fast form. Okay. I don't think we do anything by living, though. Special attack steadily increases. Heal block. It's bad for my Wobbuffet, which is running Resto Chesto, if that's the entire fight and not just something this Walking Wake does as a boost. That could be really bad, actually. That special attack stat is still insane, but it did go down temporarily, and then it went back to what it was before. Yeah, we have nothing for this, really. I guess a Thunderbolt Paralysis would be nice, or an Ice Beam Frostbite. I guess the Paralysis might be better. At 180 defense, I'm genuinely very curious if Basculegion can come in and revenge kill. Because I don't have too many ways of dealing with Walking Wake. I'm obviously very prepared for fire types. I'm not really prepared for water dragons, as it turns out. We could go to Kingdra, and we could go for a Dragon Rage. If we had Draco Meteor, I'd feel more confident, although it's Assault Vested. Right? I mean, it's Assault Vested. It probably lives. I feel like Basculegion has a higher chance of KOing. I'm going to Ice Beam so we can try and get the Frostbite proc, because that would do a little bit of extra chip damage, I guess. No Frostbite proc. Cast Form goes down. Cast Form did what it needed to do, okay? It got the rain up. The issue is going to be if the next Pokemon comes out and immediately sets up the sun again. That will be the problem. And that'll be the point where I decide where... Oh, that burn destroys my Minior. That's really bad, actually. Yeah, I would like to swap... I don't know if this is... I'm assuming that these are, like, position in party-based. So if I swap Kingdra and Minior's position, Minior will be poisoned. Also, my Minior has its shields down right now. It should not be statusable. That's rude. But if I swap these two... Kingdra doesn't care as much about the burn, and Minior doesn't care as much about the poison, I guess, because it's physical. Or I could just run a special move on Minior, I guess, because it uses its higher attack stat anyway. Right, that's avoidable. That's avoidable. Yeah, I think it's Basculegion time. Yeah, I think Drizzle might be worth it if the rain does not stay with us. Let's see how much Retaliate does. This is 10% boosted from Supreme Overlord. This is Violent Rush boosted. This is Choice Banded. This is Retaliate doubled in power. And it's Stab. So let's see. Let's see. You keep getting your stats up. That's fine. We have 194 attack. Guaranteed Oko. Guaranteed Oko. I see that word. I see those words. Guaranteed to KO. Okay, we start our revenge killing. This is kind of what our Espeon was doing by just, you know, coming in with, like, Sage Power and stuff and just obliterating something, but... One down. Okay. Every Pokemon that we get to see is a benefit, because it means that I can look at their moveset and I can come up with a strategy. Copycat. Copied my stat changes. I don't have any stat changes. That's fine. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. They can copy my stat changes. So maybe Minior should not come out, considering it is burn and, if I Shell Smash with it, I might be making the opponents into a monster rather than myself, considering I'm burned. You have a Tactical Vest, Flaming Soul, that's fine. We don't really care about your Fire-type moves. Volcano Rage, that's fine. Beast Boost, that's spooky. Molten Down. Okay, so we don't want to bring in any Rock types. You have Extreme Speed, you have Sappy Seed. I don't like that name. Sacred Fire and High Horsepower. Okay. 25% chance to Oko. I'm obviously going to swap out because I'm locked into Retaliate right now, which is really bad. So we're going to swap to something. What do we swap in? Maybe Kingdra. Maybe. So part of me does want Kingdra for the Arcanine. I guess Kaiosea deals with Arcanine as well, though, with Drill Peck. And Wobbuffet could also deal with Arcanine. I feel like we need to bring in Kingdra right now. I obviously can't lose Basculegion, because that's an incredibly strong revenge killer. Even if Kingdra goes down to this Entei, it basically just allows me to bring in Basculegion and KO, right? We'd be immune to Extreme Speed. But I feel like it's worth going to Kingdra here. We have other ways to deal with Arcanine, because we have Kaiosea still multi-scale, still good to go. Genuinely, the thing that I am most afraid of is Wigglytuff. Which makes me want to keep Kingdra for Wigglytuff, because I have Sludge Bomb. But I'm going to Kingdra. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not expecting to win on the first attempt, okay? I want to make that very clear. This is a learning attempt. Winning on the first attempt would be nuts. It's possible if we get, like, Basculegion going crazy with Aquafang But I'm very doubtful on that. I'm very, very doubtful on that. So far, we've learned that our Minior probably needs to be changed around. That for sure. That for sure. We may as well just snipe shot. We do outspeed because we are Swift Swim boosted. We have a water gem. Not that that's mattering. I just kind of put that on there just in case. I wasn't sure how Kingdra was going to do. Like I said, this was kind of just thrown on as, hey, this has Swift Swim. Maybe the speed will be helpful for something. It might. It still might, but wasn't my priority. Arcanine comes out. Okay. I would like to Sludge Bomb this. I imagine you have Extreme Speed because we've used this Pokemon, right? You do have Extreme Speed. Okay. You also have Wood Hammer. You also have Earthquake. I slightly want to try and keep this Kingdra around. I assume Extreme Speed. Right, we have 217 speed. Extreme Speed is guaranteed KO. I'm going to swap in Wobbuffet. I don't want to lose my multi-scale on Kaiosea. Wobbuffet can deal with this just fine. I'm bringing in Wobbuffet. We'll see how well this does. I'm curious to see how good Soul Link actually is. There's an Extreme Speed. Okay. $134 damage. Arcanine lives on 1. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Does it take the burn damage? It doesn't take the burn damage. Okay. Okay. We are heal blocked. Wobbuffet was prevented from healing. I assume that means that I shouldn't click Resto Chesto, which would be really good to do here. It would be really nice to Resto Chesto. I don't think I can do anything here anyway. Like, I think I just get KO'd, and there's nothing else I can really do about it. I guess I'm gonna click Destiny Bond, just in case it does something like swapping out, and then I can have a Destiny Bond up for the next Pokemon. Extreme Speed, okay. Can this low roll and me live? I doubt it. No, it's gonna KO us. Okay. That does remove the Arcanine, but it's not ideal. It's not ideal. We did lose Wobbuffet for that, and I feel like Wobbuffet, in the right situation, could probably do more. Like, it lived on 1 HP, right, after the damage that it took. So honestly, if I wasn't running a Bold Nature, I've really screwed myself over. If I wasn't running a Bold Nature right now on this thing, and I was running like plus special defense instead, it probably would have KO'd me. I'd have had some health left for whatever would have came out next. I don't know if it would have been able to do anything, but it would have, at the very least, it would have, you know, broken a potential sash on something that might come out next. It would have done the Inner's Out damage and the Soul Linker damage. I don't know if they, like, stack together. But I feel like removing the Bold Nature on Wobbuffet is a good idea for if we come back in. I think Basculegion can come out here, though, and get the Retaliate boost, because we did just lose a Pokemon. So I think we go to Basculegion. Supreme Overlord activates, Violent Rush activates. Cerulege. Okay, that is weak to Ghost. Are you sashed, is the question. You are sashed, okay. That makes me want to Flip Turn a lot. Have weak armor, 135 speed. Okay. How do we want to do this? You have no priority, which is nice. You have no priority. You're definitely going for Shadow Claw. I can Flip Turn pretty safely and take it to 1 HP. The question is, after I Flip Turn, what do I do? Do I go... I probably sacrifice Minior. Probably. I don't feel like Minior does anything in this fight for me. I just don't. I don't feel like Minior is worth it because it got burned, basically. So I think I Flip Turn and go to Minior. This would be a really nice moment to have Hyper Aggressive, but is what it is. It would also be a nice time to have Stealth Rocks up. If I set Stealth Rocks up at the start with Noivern instead of Minior, I avoid this situation entirely. So we'll Flip Turn. This is definitely an avoidable moment with this Focus Sash if I bring Noivern instead of Minior, and lead with it, and then go to Cast Form after Noivern gets KO'd. That would work. Weak Arm's going to boost its speed. That's going to make it go to like 200 base speed, which isn't ideal. If the rain is still up after this, I have not been keeping track of turns, but if the rain is still up after this, Kingdra can outspeed. Weak Armor though. Wait. Weak Armor though. Hold on. White Herb to get my defense back up. Weak Armor though. Hold on. Minior might not be useless. Wait. I forgot that it would hit twice. Hold on. And our form's going to change, so we're going to get even more speed. Okay. Minior, I need you to do 1 HP. Okay, Minior? I need you to do 1 HP. I don't have any healing, by the way, on a lot of these turns where it says I'm prevented from healing, so I think it's just doing that. 270 speed. Oh. 465 speed. Oh. That's a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed. I just click Rock Throw. Nice. Good job, Minior. You did 1 HP of damage. I'm so proud of you. This is looking pretty good, actually. We still have revenge kill options with Basculegion. Genuinely, the thing that I'm most afraid of is Wigglytuff. That. You copy my... Oh, no. Mega Wigglytuffite Y. I have given this thing 4 speed boosts. So, I'm learning that this is very winnable if I don't use Minior. If Minior had died, I think we'd be in a better spot right now. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Let's see. Lullaby, Sing accuracy is 90%. Hate that, but I mean, I'm already stazzed. Inflatable. See, that's the only thing that I could think of with Wigglytuff is the fact that it had Inflatable, like the thing against fire moves, which would make sense if this was a double battle and you were running like, you know, Lava Plume or something and that hit your ally, then you could get like a defense boost. But in a single battle, it feels weird that Wigglytuff is here. Energy Wave, Hidden Power, Draining Kiss, and Ice Beam. No fire moves. This Wigglytuff confuses me greatly. I'm not going to think about it too much. I obviously can't go for acrobatics. I'm just going to Rock Throw. And do like 2 damage. Mega Ring. Oh, Goofy. He's a goofy guy. That's respectable damage, actually. That's really respectable damage. Draining Kiss. That's fine. That's fine. I wish I knew what your speed stat was right now, so I knew what to go into. Do we still have rain? We still have rain. We still have rain. Okay, this is Kingdra's time. Is this Kingdra's time? I feel like this is Kingdra's time. Okay, let's see. Does Kingdra outspeed? Kingdra, please outspeed. It's a Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is not normally fast. Please. Please, 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 please. Please outspeed. Please outspeed. Please outspeed. The music intensifies. Do we outspeed? Stop buffing. Stop buffing. I need to know if I outspeed. Do we outspeed? 216? 217. There's no way. Oh my god. Even with the 4 special attack. Do you have priority? Immolate, normal type moves become fire type moves and get a boost. Ah, I see. Boost the power of fire type moves. And fur coat. But I should be fine, right? We just click Snipe Shot? I think we just click Snipe Shot. We don't even need Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb's completely irrelevant here. You're weak to water. We Snipe Shot. Okay. Okay, the one outspeeding is nuts. Okay, that's... I can't believe the rain is still going. Has it really not been 8 turns? That's crazy. And then there was Charizard. We're going to copy my stat changes, which I have none. You have a Charizardite Y. So it is just 2 Megas, huh? It's not like a Mega and a Gigantamax. It's just 2 Megas. Interesting. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like they were trying to keep it balanced that way or not, but I was also told that there was a time when there was, you know, 6 Megas on a team, so 2 is fine. Sun Worship, ups high stat by 1 on entry when sunny. Okay, that's fine. The sun is not up, it is rain. Flamethrower, 1 wind, air / Sylbeam. No priority. 150 speed, but that's gonna go up. Are you... I don't know if you're faster than a Basculegion, though. So the question is... which Charizard? It's Charizard Y. So it's gonna set up the sun, meaning... I probably just go for Dragon Rage. My water type moves are gonna get nerfed. I'm just gonna click Dragon Rage. We will lose our Swift Swim, so we'll probably get outsped here. And we'll probably lose Kingdra, but I'm feeling like Basculegion destroys this thing. Air Slash, that's fine. Kingdra did what it needed to do. This is going way too well. I was expecting to be spending, like, hours here. I thought this was going to be, like, the rest of my day. We still have a Kyosea with multi-scale. I think we're completely fine. Even if Basculegion fails, I think Kyosea can clean up, to be honest. We have 2 Pokemon with Supreme Overlord going still. The special attack increase is a little bit spooky because I don't have any sashes on anything. But first of all, just do we outspeed? Can I just click Retaliate? You are 150 speed. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We just click Retaliate. Bye. Bye, Bozo. Okay, I really didn't need to think too much, huh? Rain really did just win. I was not expecting Rain to work that well. I was expecting... well, I guess she did have 2 things that set up the sun. I feel like the Charizard should just be brought out sooner, right? To get rid of my Rain? Like, if she'd brought out Charizard second, I would have been in trouble. But, okay. Not many people can withstand the heat of my Pokemon at full power. Hope you didn't get too singed. I'm reasonably calm. I was very afraid of this fight. I was expecting it to be much worse. I intentionally didn't bring Pikachu as well because I wanted to try different Pokemon. I didn't bring Espeon and I didn't bring Pikachu to try and challenge myself, but that may have been a benefit. Unless Pokemon use the HM move strength outside of battle, I'll even let you call on my Arcanine to use strength for you. This is a token of appreciation. Take the special Pokemon as a gift from me. Volcarona. Does it have Quiver Dance? I know. You battle like Norman, the gym leader of Pelberg. Which is where I need to head next. But after we've battled the trainers in the gym, because there was a lot that went on in that fight that I want to try and, you know, divulge and learn a bit about. You have Drought. That's kind of cool. Okay. You also have Compound Eyes or Flash Fire. Drought's probably your best move. Majestic Moth is very good. Do you have Quiver Dance? You do have Quiver Dance. And Fiery Dance. That's pretty good. And Roost. Roost can be good. Personally, I like just running Bug Buzz for more coverage. But, you know, it's decent. It's decent. The EV spread is a little bit weird. Definitely intending to be like a tanky special wall type of Pokemon by like setting up a Quiver Dance and roosting and stuff like that with some lower stats in the special attack and stuff. Interesting though, interesting. I don't fully love the EV spread, but it's interesting. I am amazed that I didn't need to break into any backups. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping I would have an excuse to, like, bring back a Sash Pelipper. I was keeping these around as an idea. I was also considering the idea of Priority Destiny Bond, Mismagius, and stuff like that. I had a lot of ideas. Turns out didn't need them. No need for Drizzle Lantern, my guy. I was ready to use my guy. But either way, I think that's where we're going to wrap things up for today. We're just going to walk away with our nice victory, and next time we will go ahead and battle all of the trainers around. We'll see how they are, and we'll learn all about every single event that unfolded in that I probably missed. So there's probably some extra effects that were happening there that I wasn't even aware of. If you guys have enjoyed this surprising victory, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!